This is impossible. You cannot surf. You don't belong on this. Model is surf. Surf all the way to Chicago. Surf all the way to Utah. Surf all the way to Spokane. Now, baby. Surf wherever you want. If everybody smile, with arms open wide, we find a power greater than the rising tide, then the rising tide, then the rising tide. If everybody waved at the same time, there'd be a wave big enough for everyone to ride. This is impossible. You cannot surf. You don't belong on this. Marvelous surf. Surf all the way to Chicago. Surf all the way to Utah. Surf all the way to Spokane. Now, baby. Surf wherever you want.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Comedy Sports 301 Showcase. Here are the starting lineups for tonight's match between the blue team and the red team. Please help me welcome the red team, featuring Carrie, Miss Jackson, Mara, my funny Valentino, Toe to Toe, and the captain, Nate Pastry Schreffler. And now help me welcome the blue team, featuring Heather Shenanigans Flanagan, Marnie A. Muse, Holly Jane Indy Membrane Shogi Oji, and your referee for tonight's match, Patrick Electrical Short.
Hey, good evening, fans, and welcome to CSC Portland's 301 Showcase. I'm Patrick Short. I'll be your ref tonight. You've already met him, helping out with announcing and scoring and keeping everything wrangled, and co-teacher of this 301 class, Jamie Montgomery. Jamie, what up?
Hello, good to see you tonight. It's been a while.
Oh, yeah, we haven't seen each other in days.
I know, right?
Or a day, or something. Anyway,
Like that, yes.
in person for quite a while, but cool. So thanks for helping out tonight and with this class. Great job. And helping us out on chat tonight, Marianne Rambo, our chat goddess. Marianne, how are the fans looking?
These are some great fans. You know, Patrick, we have people from Portland, Oregon City, Maryland, Ottawa, and what I think is the opposite of Ottawa, Maui.
They're both nice places.
They're both nice places, just very different from each other.
Yes, I've been to Ottawa. It's a lovely city. It's a great city. Fantastic. So what you're going to see tonight is competitive improvisational comedy, and the teams are made up of folks from our most recent 301 class. And this is their first comedy sports match in many cases. There is one exception. But that's all complicated, and it's really hard to explain. So we won't any further than that. You are going to drive all of the suggestions through chat. So make sure that you address suggestions to panelists and attendees. And right now, if you want to throw a number between 1 and 10 into that chat just to show us you're paying attention, that would be absolutely awesome. So, Marianne, let me know when you're getting some numbers.
I'm getting some numbers.
Okay, they're awake out there. That's terrific. Fantastic. So, we'll ask for categories. You put suggestions in. Marianne will select the best suggestions for the scene, and we will probably thank you on air, if it's air. All right, so that's how that works. We got a few other things to talk about, but for that, we need both captains on the screen. Awesome. We have Captain Nate for the red team and Captain Holly Jane for the blue team. Welcome. A couple things to tell you about. First of all, let us not forget the important comedy sports fouls. This is a sport. The first one is the bag. And the bag is called when somebody says something lewd, crude, lascivious, racist, sexist, Marxist, or too soon. If this happens, we blow the whistle. I throw a flag that nobody sees, and the offending player has to wear a brown paper sack over their head for the remainder of the scene or game. And our captains are absolutely ready with their bags. The other players have to have bags because I can't come to their house or to Maui and bag them. All right, or San Diego, or places in Washington State that are not even close to Portland. This is the beauty of doing this online, people. It's really awesome. The second kind of foul is the technical foul. If it's your turn to speak and you're muted and you're not supposed to be, or if Zoom freezes or Comcast pays a social call, or Windows decides it's going to do one of those updates in the middle of your thing, you could lose between 1 and 5 points for your team, depending on my mood. All right. So it's time for the coin toss. Holly Jane, call it in the air.
I'm going to call tails, Patrick.
Yeah, it is tails. So
of course
the blue
it is.
team has won. And what game do you want to open with?
We're going to open with Switch Interview.
Is that okay with the red team?
We got it.
Okay, I'm glad you got it because you didn't have a choice. Awesome. So go prepare your teams for the game of Switch Interview. It's like those days of old when you stayed home from school and watched TV all day and all it was talk shows. That's what it's going to be, but it's going to be really exciting for you because we're going to get all of the suggestions from you. So start throwing them into chat. We need occupations. We need hobbies. We need your favorite classes in college or grad school or high school. We need some objects. So throw them in. And stuff that doesn't get used in this game might get used later. Marianne has been known to go back up into the chat to grab something that she liked from before because Marianne is all powerful.
I am all powerful. Patrick, if I could take a moment to remind our fans that the bag foul is in effect for the chat as well. So remember to keep those suggestions appropriate for all.
Right. Marianne knows where the remove button is for attendees. Let's play to the top of our intelligence. That's our goal, right? So you can see that other stuff anywhere, but let's play to the top of our intelligence here, and our players are certainly up for it. So what's going to happen in Switch Interview is they're going to alternate as interviewer and interviewee. We're going to see a bunch of interviews, and at the end, you are going to vote in a poll for which team entertained you more. So the blue team won the toss, so they're going to get to go first. So the blue team's first player will be an interviewer. Red team's first player will be interviewee. Let's have those players on the screen, please. All right. So Heather is going to, Narcissa Starr is going to interview Maura. And what's our subject, Marianne?
Our first suggestion from Myra is garbage collector.
Garbage collector is excellent. Thank you, Myra. And players, are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Let's do it.
Welcome, everybody. I am Narcissa Starr, the host of Well, That's Enough About Me. This is where I actually get sick of hearing my own voice, but that's enough about me. Today we are interviewing Maura, and she's going to tell us about garbage collection and how that applies to me. Maura, tell me about garbage collection and why it's important to me.
Garbage collection applies to everyone. It's important to everyone because it's what keeps us safe and sanitary. The plague was started with an overabundance of garbage, which led to rats.
Oh my heavens, tell me more about the rats. Do I have rats?
You don't have rats. Of course not. I'm your garbage person. How could you have rats?
Oh,
All right, that's awesome. Let's switch it. Mara stays up, becomes an interviewer, and we have a new interviewee. And Marianne, what's our suggestion?
from Lizzie, Zookeeper.
Thank you, Lizzie. It's Zookeeper to Mara and Marnie.
And we're back with Amanda, who is in charge of the sloths at Cincinnati Zoo. And I hear there is a pregnancy afoot.
Oh, you're going to be so excited to hear this. I know you've been following the sloths for a few seasons now, and thank you for being one of our biggest fans. You have helped bring sloth knowledge throughout the community. We have so many people on board because of you.
Well, I couldn't have a better ambassador than Mo the Sloth.
Mo has been busy. There's going to be a new baby.
Switch, thank you. All right, next person up, and what's our next suggestion before Mo
Patrick,
gets
this
too
one
busy?
is just for you from Ernie, attendant at It's a Small World.
Ernie. Ernie, you're killing me. All right, It's a Small World.
Hey, this is Marnie from K-Bach Radio, and I'm here to interview in our new series, Whose Job Is It Today? We have a fun one today for you people. We've got Ernie from It's a Small World. Tell us about a day on the life of the It's a Small World game ride thing.
That's right. I'm here. I'm Ernie, and let me tell you, working at It's a Small World is nothing small at all. Everything is big. You would be so surprised. We have 50,000 gallons of water. We have 10 million nuts and bolts in that ride, and if even one of them messes up, then accidents happen, and I've never had an accident. One thing is, my job is very big, but my accidents on the job are very, very small. Only 500.
Switch. Cool. All right, next one, Marianne.
Marisha has suggested Lobster.
Ooh, Lobster. Thank you very much.
So this is my first animal on the show that can speak. And Holly, I have to know, I read your biography, and you actually chose on your 21st birthday to become a lobster. Tell us about your motivation for that choice.
It's a technical foul on Blue, -1 point for Blue, but please continue, Lobster.
Well, you know, Tom, lobsters are the ultimate life form. Growing under such immense pressures of the sea really is a great accomplishment compared to us crumbling under the social pressures of other people. So I thought perhaps I could transcend my personhood and become this delectable and very intelligent species of aquatic arachnid.
I see. So you wanted to become a lobster to really like toughen up, right? So I remember in your biography, you had mentioned as a child you always wanted to have a tougher outer shell. Tell me about your softer side.
Well, I do enjoy romantic walks on the bottom of the ocean, and I do also enjoy a fine dinner of the bubbles that come from a pipeline.
All right. Nice work. Rotate the softer side. I enjoyed that. All right. Next up, Marianne.
Absolutely. From Rena, we've got Firefighter.
Firefighter. Thank you.
All right, and today with us we have Sue Ann, the firefighter who saved 37 different types of chameleon from the burning pet store today.
That's right.
The first question that comes to mind, how did you know there was that many different types of chameleon when you filed out your report? Did you have some sort of zoology study? Did you know by color? And did it burn when you ran inside?
Man, it didn't burn. I was too fast. I was like, boom, fire, fight the fire. Boom. Didn't catch me, didn't touch me. I float like a butterfly, sting like lava. So yeah, I didn't get hurt, man.
All right. Rotate. New suggestion, Marianne.
Absolutely. I'm going to take Bookseller from Joanne.
Bookseller.
Hey, so we're almost done with this interview on what is it? The things with the pages? What the
It's books, yes.
Yeah. I'm sorry, my mom is making me do this.
I've only said it about 50 times.
Yeah. Can you make it more interesting? I mean, so far you've just talked about books. I mean, is there anything
Well,
more?
I mean, what's more interesting is they have paper.
and the science and the history behind the paper and them and the binding. It's amazing. I mean, and the smell. Don't get me started on the smell. If you go into a room with old books, my goodness.
Don't get me started on the smell. Rotate. All right. What's our next suggestion?
From William, raccoon.
Thank you, William. It's raccoon.
And in this week on Garbage, we just had our friend here, Rocky the Raccoon. Rocky, what kind of garbage do you have for us today?
Hi. Yeah, I'm really excited.
Well, I'm sorry about the bright light.
Oh, yeah. I actually just caught a rabbit.
Oh.
Rotate. Awesome. More action than I expected from a talk show. All right. Next suggestion.
From Catherine with a K, mail carrier.
Mail carrier.
Oh, that was rather a long story about myself, but now we're going to talk with Catherine. She's a mail carrier. How does that apply to me?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Oh, I was just wondering about mail carrying, how it applies to me.
Well, if you can't pay your mail, if you don't get your mail, you can't pay your bills, and then you'd be sitting there in the dark, right?
Oh, that is a good point. Yes, I see that. Yes. So, do you enjoy your job?
Yes. Sometimes, though, I get attacked by chickens, as you can see.
Oh, my.
Rotate. Awesome. Next suggestion.
From Catherine with a C, extreme couponer.
Extreme couponing. From Catherine. Thank you.
We're here with Jane, who claims to have saved $30,000 last year with coupons. Is this true?
It's true. I have saved more money than I was even planning to spend. It seems like a mathematical impossibility, but when you get those double upside down and backwards coupons, you can really work it.
It does seem like a mathematical possibility. What is a double upside down coupon?
That's when you get to double the amount of the coupon off. Then if you go in and you flip it upside down, it's only on, I think it's the fourth Tuesday. If you get the fourth Tuesday at Foodland.
Switch. Okay. Next up, Marianne.
William has suggested mime.
Mime. All right, mime. Thank you very much, William.
Hello, we're back talking about job of the day. And this is a great one. I never knew that mimes even had daily jobs. I thought they were just around on, street corners at certain festivals and things, but it turns out there's quite a market for daily mimes. Tell us what you do every day when you're not at a festival as a mime.
First of all, thank you for having me on your show. Let me tell you, it's not everyone that I take my mime mask off for.
And that is time. Nice work on Switch Interview from our team's now fans. You have a chance to tell us which team you preferred, or you could just vote for your friend's team if you want. But we're going to launch a poll. Choose red or blue here over the next couple of moments. We'll give you a chance to vote. And Marianne, let's talk a tiny bit about classes.
Tell me about classes, Patrick.
Thanks. All right. Well, we offer them, and if this looks like fun, it sure is. Our next 101 class starts in April. It will be online, so it's available to you, even if you're in Ottawa, Vancouver, Maryland, or Maui. See what I did? All right. So it's pretty awesome. It's great. Check out our website at portlandcomedy.com for more information. We have an entire suite of online classes. All right. It's about time to end the poll. Many of you have voted. Thank you so much for that. And we're going to share the results here. It's really, really close. And what we're going to do is we're going to go and I'm going to allocate 10 points, so I'm going to go red team 6 points, blue team 4 points, and then the blue team also started with -1. So what's that make our score, Jamie? Ooh, Jamie, you're muted.
Oh,
So you have -1. Oh no.
with those 10 points divvied up, and me with -1, it's 6-3 red, and Jamie has -1.
Okay, well, you have time to probably make up for it later on, so we'll see how that goes. All right, red took the lead, so it's time to call the red captain on the screen. All right, Captain Nate, congratulations for your team leaping out to a lead. Well done. Some great interviews there. What game would you like to play here in the first team choice round?
Pat, we'd like to get started with advice panel.
Okay, advice panel, fantastic. Please prepare your team for that. Are you? Captain Nate, are you providing a host for this?
Yes, I will be hosting.
Oh, thank you. That's
Yep.
fantastic. Great. All right, go prepare. Thanks so much. Friends, we have an opportunity here for some personal growth for all of you. We have a panel of experts in many things assembled to answer your questions. So we're going to be looking in the chat for a lot of questions. If you have relationship issues or family issues, job or work-related issues, maybe a do-it-yourself project that you're having some trouble with, maybe you've started and are having trouble, or you can't get it started and you don't know what to do. So please put all of those into chat, and our tremendous panel of experts are ready to help you out. All right, players, are you ready for advice panel?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
red team, take the field.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to this week's advice panel. I'm your host, Jerry Rivera. And with us tonight, we have some wonderful people to give you advice on the questions that you have tonight. And let's get their names here and learn a little bit about them. We have Henrietta Penet. Henrietta, tell us about yourself.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much, monsieur. I am a chicken farmer in Normandy, France.
All right, chicken farmer from France, Henrietta Penet. And we also have with us Kissy Kissinger. Kissy, let us know who you are.
Hi, and I just want to thank you for, letting me get my voice out there. They say it takes a village to raise a kid, and my whole neighborhood helped raise me. And what we always said was, keep it simple, sweetie.
That's right. Keep it simple, Kissy. And now we also have our good friend, Lady Oopsies.
But you keep it down. As you can see, I'm not in a very public place. So if we could, I'm happy to help, but just, thank you.
Okay, Lady Oopsie's going to give us some information on the down low. So, what kind of advice are we looking for here tonight?
Well, it looks like we've got a question from Myra. She says, I'm starting a new job next week. What is the first thing I should do on the job?
All right, first thing to do on the job, let's hear from Henrietta. What's the first thing that our friend Myra should do on the job?
Well, my mama would say, no chicken will lay in a hen house which is on fire.
Which is what?
On fire.
Oh, on fire. So don't be on fire on your first day. Okay.
There you go.
Kissy, what would you say to our friend Myra?
Myra, keep it simple, sweetie. Just show up. Don't make things hard. Go to the boss and say, boss, what do you want me to do today?
Right on. Keep it simple. Be assertive. And Lady Oopsies, can you tell us real quietly what she should do on the first day?
Yeah, as you can see, I'm probably not the wisest person to take advice on a job. My last job got me here. So don't go for a job.
Got it. All right. Don't get arrested. Okay. Mariette, what's our next question?
Well, Ernie has a very challenging problem. He says, I have a terrible fear of bandages.
Fear of bandages. Okay. Lady Oopsies, I think you might have some experience with that sort of thing. Tell us about fear of bandages.
How many do you have? Seriously, I could get like a whole pack of gum for the bandages. Just bring them to me. The address, I'll send it to you. Just put it in like a little Teflon box and please, I love you forever.
Okay. Send them to prison. That's one option. Kissy.
Ernie, keep it simple, sweetie. Just stop buying bandages. These problems are solving themselves.
And that's seriously right. Henrietta, and what would you do on the chicken farm if you had some fear of bandages?
Well, my mama would say the only fear that is important is the fear of chickens. Just ask my mailman.
Ah, I see some chicken-related injuries in his history there. Is that correct?
Yes.
Oh my, yes. All right, so just be afraid of chickens instead. Great advice. Marianne, what else would people like to know from us?
Well, Lizzie has a dilemma. Lizzie says, my mother-in-law hates me.
All right. My mother-in-law hates me. Family troubles. What could we possibly say about that? Kissy, what's our simple solution?
Oh, Lizzie, keep it simple. She hates you. Where's the problem? Just decide it's not a problem? Poof, it's gone.
Poof.
Solving itself.
Gone. Solved. Problem solved. Great. Lady Oopsies, what would you say about this problem?
Where she live.
Well, maybe we won't disclose that we heard that answer to the question. And Henrietta, what would you say about this?
Well, my mama would say, no hen likes a rooster that gets up before dawn.
Amen to that.
And that is time. Let's give it up for our red team and their advice panel. Some super solid advice from the red team. And now, let's have our blue captain on the screen. All right, hey, Holly Jane. Red played a very fine game, and you're putting a game up here that's going to get voted against that one. So fans, keep that advice panel in your brain bank. And Holly Jane, what is the blue team going to play?
We're going to be playing forward reverse, Patrick.
Okay, fantastic. All right, so for fans, I need something that you did that wasn't illegal or immoral outside of the house last week. And like an example might be grocery shopping. But let's go for something that's not grocery shopping because I said it. All right? So while we're coming up with that, I'll explain the game. Go ahead, Holly Jane, and prepare your team. They're going to play a scene on this suggestion. And what I'm going to do is maintain some control over it. I will pop up from time to time and make them go in reverse. I can make them go forward again. I can make them go in reverse. That's why we call the game forward reverse. Madness will ensue. Hey, Marianne.
Hey, Patrick.
What suggestion are we taking?
We're taking from Catherine with a C, paint shopping.
Paint shopping. Thank you, Catherine with a C. Awesome. All right. Suggestion is paint shopping. And players, are you ready? Well, somebody is. So take the field for paint shopping forward reverse.
Yes.
Okay, Marnie. Marnie, we need a bold color for the bathroom.
Bold colors are right over here.
Reverse.
Come with me. Bold colors are right over here. Come with me.
Marnie, we need a bold color for the bathroom.
Forward.
Marnie, we need a bold color for the bathroom.
Bold colors are right over here. Come with me.
Oh,
Okay.
hey there, guys. Can I help you find something today?
We're looking for...
Reverse.
Hey there, guys. Is there something I can help you find today?
We're looking for.
Bold colors are right here. Come with me.
We need a bold color for the bathroom.
Forward.
We need a bold color for the bathroom.
Reverse.
We need a bold color for the bathroom.
Forward.
We need a bold color for the bathroom.
Bold colors are right over here. Come with me.
Oh,
Right.
hey there, guys. What can I help you find today?
We need a bold color for the bathroom.
All right. Well, we have bathroom colors on aisle 12. In this particular aisle, we do keep the bold colors, such as bold green, bold black, and bold blue. But if you're looking for the boldest...
Reverse.
Okay. On this aisle, on aisle 12, is the bathroom colors, but on this particular aisle, we have the bold colors such as bold blue, bold black, and bold green.
Forward.
Bathroom colors are on aisle 12, but on this aisle, we do have the bolder colors such as bold green, or bold blue, bold black, and bold green. Down a little further, we have the super bold colors.
We're looking for bold color bathroom.
Bold
Gotcha.
colors are right over here. Come with me.
Forward from the beginning.
We need to find a bold color for the bathroom.
Bold colors are right over here. Come with me.
Oh, hey guys, is there something I can help you find today?
We're looking for a bold color for our bathroom.
Okay, well, bathroom colors are down over on aisle 12. This is the bold colors aisle where we have bold blue, bold black, and
Wait.
bold...
I changed my mind. I want something a little lighter now that I'm seeing what you have here.
Okay, perfect. Well, if we go over to aisle 7, if you come over here with me, we have the lighter colors such as light brown, light beige, and light chartreuse.
Reverse.
If you come over here with me to this aisle, at aisle 7, we have colors such as light brown, light beige, and light chartreuse.
I changed my mind after all this. I'd rather have a light color instead of bold.
Okay, well, the bathroom colors are over on aisle 12. This is the aisle where we have the darker color, or the bold colors, such as bold black, bold brown, bold blue, and if we go down this way, we can
Forward.
find bold green. Oh boy. Over on aisle 12, we can find the bathroom colors, but this is the bold color aisle where we have colors like bold blue, bold brown,
I
and
changed
bold...
my mind. I want something lighter. I'd rather have a lighter color, please.
Reverse.
I changed my mind after all your explanation. I'd rather have a lighter color. Thanks.
Okay, well, on aisle 12 we have the bathroom colors. On this aisle we have the bold colors such as bold blue,
Forward.
bold okay, well, on aisle 12 we have the bathroom colors.
Reverse.
On aisle 12 we have the
Forward.
bathroom colors. On aisle 12 we have the bathroom colors.
And that is time. The blue team and an exhausting forward reverse. Awesome job, blue team. Now, fans, you get to vote between the red team's advice panel and the blue team's forward reverse, and that poll is popping up right now. I just don't necessarily vote for your friends. Vote for the one that entertained you more in that particular moment. All right. Jamie.
Yes.
How's it going? Can you tell us about upcoming shows? We have shows Friday and Saturday.
Oh yes, we have shows Friday and Saturday, and we're going to be playing against other cities. Always fun, right?
It happens eventually in March. Yes, actually Friday we're doing the thing with Northwest Theater Workshop, where we're if you attend that Comedy Sports Show, you'll see all head-to-head games with our pros, and we'll gather suggestions that are being given to playwrights who will write plays in 48 hours. And then actors, who include Jamie, will be rehearsing for 3 days, and then the following weekend, Zippy Zoom Shorts from Northwest Theater Workshops will be doing 3 performances. It's going to be really exciting. So that's Friday at 7:30, that show, and then our regular show Saturday at 7 p.m. is our Pro-Am show, and that is our minor leaguers playing with the pros. It's pretty exciting.
That's a fun show.
It's always a blast. And hey, we're sharing the results here. Red, people love the advice they got, clearly. So we're going to go 6 points red and 4 points blue. And for helping me out on that one, Jamie gets a point, so he's back to 0.
Yes.
What's that make our score, Jamie?
That makes the score 12-7 red, and I am back even at 0. Thank you.
Woohoo! Awesome job. Okay, next up is the Ref Challenge round, and I'm going to challenge both teams to the very difficult game of YouTube. So, if you spend any time on YouTube, you know there are a lot of special interest channels on YouTube, and we're going to see 7 of those in action. tonight. So we need your suggestions on what kind of YouTube channels you like watching for, like, I don't know, unboxing or toys or cooking or areas of expertise. But we have a lot of stuff, and I just saw one I really like. But I don't know if Marianne will read my mind and know which one it was. So let's see. We're going to assign red team and blue team. So let's put people up on the screen if we might, so that I can remember who's here. And great, fantastic. And we've had a team switch. You might notice that Maura is now going to play for the blue team to see if they can come from behind. All right. So indeed, let's start with a suggestion for Maura. And Marianne, what do we got?
Well, Patrick, I'm guessing the one you liked was ASMR for dogs, ASMR for dogs.
ASMR for dogs, that was the one. Yep. So Mara's got that one. Thank you, and you can take off on the screen. By the way, fans, if the players are allowed to horse trade these suggestions with each other if they want. We wouldn't allow that on the pro team, but in the 301 showcase, if they want to trade with each other after we get the suggestions, that's fine. But your suggestion will be taken. All right, what's our next one? Let's see. Let's go to Carrie, Miss Jackson, because she's for real.
Hi, Carrie. We're going to give you horoscope.
Horoscope. Fantastic. Carrie seems excited about that. Maybe she'll trade it for a player to be named later and an undisclosed amount of cash. All right, let's hit it for Marnie. What's Marnie got?
Marnie, you have Star Trek.
Fantastic. Okay, cool. Let's. She seems to think that's okay. Let's go over to Sola. What's Sola's?
Sola, you have naughty knitting. Now, remember that we have a bag foul, but naughty knitting is what I've got for you from one of our loyal fans.
That's probably a real channel.
It probably is.
Kind of disturbing. Okay, cool. Let's hit it for Heather.
Heather, you've got pro wrestling.
Okay, fantastic. And Nate?
Nate, I'm going to give you video games.
Okay. Fantastic. And Holly Jane, did we get one for Holly Jane or no?
Holly Jane, you have digital currency.
Oh, gotcha.
Digital currency. I'm probably going to regret that. All right. So what's going to happen, fans, is we're going to give them a moment or two to prepare themselves to present their YouTube channels for you. And what's going to be happening from a technical sense is I will be doing a thing called spotlighting the individual. And when they are on screen, it's like we're watching their YouTube channel, but I will be switching channels. And we'll watch the channels and see what we can learn, and then you're going to vote for which team provided you more entertainment. Please remember that Maura has switched to the blue team. There's a visual reminder of that as she's now wearing a blue shirt. All right. While they're preparing, Marianne, if you could throw it into chat, this show is free for you to attend, and we're glad to do that, and we're glad to do all of our regular shows at no charge. But in this pandemic, we're unable to sell tickets at our regular theater. We are still paying rent. Our pro players and teachers get paid, and we are doing classes and charging for that. But anything that you could toss us if you're feeling good about what we're doing goes a long way. Our Venmo or our PayPal have been put into chat. And again, anything is fine. There is no obligation on your part. But we will be pitching that again at the end, just to let you know, because we're not stupid. All right. Well, maybe we are, but there you go. All right. It's time to go into Spotlight. So I'm going to start this before we have the players turn the camera on. I'm spotlighting myself because I have that sort of presence. So I've now been spotlighted. All right. And I'll know that we're ready to go when all the players have their cameras on. And you may be able to see them in little pictures up at the top. And there you go. So we are about ready to rock. Players, are you ready for your YouTube?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, welcome back to Nate the Noob's YouTube channel. Please click like and subscribe so that you can hear all the streams about the times when I go into games I've never played and ruin everybody's experience because I don't know what I'm doing. It's going to be really rad, so please click like and subscribe because today we're going to be playing a little bit of my favorite game, Zelda Breath of the...
Hello, and welcome to Crypto Night, the channel where we talk about your favorite cryptocurrencies, everything new on the net. Today, recent news came through that some people have been mining over 30,000 different graphics cards, and they came up with a new currency in and of itself called Bitcoin, if you might have heard of it. It's similar to Bitcoin, but different, because this one is actually far more secure. It comes in 32 different flavors. It comes in 72 different cryptites. Okay? That means that when you go to sell it to your...
Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for coming on back. We're here talking about Star Trek The Next Generation and my favorite character ever, Guinan. Remember, before Whoopi Goldberg got famous on the movies, she was Guinan, the bartender in Star Trek The Next Generation. Why don't you...
As you can see, followers, friends, whatever, Nate won the bet, and so now I'm here in Canada. We're going to do horoscopes, but let's just keep an eye on you, Nate. I challenge you, because I'm willing to pay up on the bet. You now have to do Zelda in a princess voice, you know, because it's a game thing which I know nothing about, but I do know about horoscopes. Actually, I don't know anything. I just Googled this. So you dress in a horse costume, and since we're in Canada, everything's nice. So it's like, for those of you...
Welcome back, everybody, to my channel, our channel, She's the Knit. This was a highly requested video. So let's do some housekeeping first. Any of the stuff you like, I have my merch store. The link is in the description box. Buy everything before stuff runs out because everything here is so highly requested. And
Okay, so I am so excited about the reboot of Playboy Buddy Rose in the house. We're going to see slamming and bamming and powing and chowing. And oh, it's going to be so awesome. Remember to like and...
And as you can see, we're back with Ginger. She's still very relaxed, very calm. The music is slowing her heart. It's slowing all of her reflexes. And she hasn't even thought about biting anyone now.
So those of you who saw my Dogecoin conspiracy video, they are after me now. They sent me 36 different emails in 27 seconds. A new unprecedented thing for when I revealed the treachery of different cryptocurrency.
So you see, what I did was I just lined it up with the edge, and I called that bokoblin over here, and then I jumped and I set off the bomb.
I mean, Worf was not a really good dad. They tried to get him softer with that kid Alex, but it just wasn't working. He's
Okay, and we're about to start that interview with Dutch Savage. Well, he's supposed to be here anyway. He said he'd be here. But okay, so just send in your questions. I got one right here. It's about how to do the shag in the shell. Excellent question.
so we're going to talk about all the do-nots of knitting. For my last video, you guys had so much feedback, and a lot of you guys were doing it wrong, but that's okay because we're going to get right together. So first off, no, you cannot flat iron the string. You must have just regular string. Don't flat iron it, don't curl it. Big novice mistake, but don't worry, we're going to be pros.
Apparently in Canada, it's rude to ask how many Canadians does it take to make Canadian bacon. If you don't like it, they will bag you. They will do this. Do not ask that question when going to Canada. Okay, back to those of you who are...
The music is very calming, very relaxing. Yes, Ginger's very calm.
I am absolutely obsessed with this stitch. It's actually my signature stitch called the knot The naughty nitsnitch.
So last week, you guys, I was on World of Warcraft and I was totally sucking. I need some suggestions. What game do I need to suck at next? Is it...
I have seen so many frames per second in the last 4 hours.
That was a really great question. Wrestling, no, it's not staged. It is absolutely real. You'll hear people with their conspiracy.
Gyna never even made a drink. She just turned around, put the glass underneath the magic thing.
So, tell me in the comments, folks. I read everybody's comments. What do you want to see me make next? Do you want to see me make little Fluffy a winter coat? Do you want to see me make a blanket? Or should we do a giveaway? Let me know what you think in the description, in the comments.
And that is time. All right, that was YouTube. We're going to be putting up that poll. You do want to switch back to gallery view if it doesn't happen for you automatically. I've now removed the spotlighting and switching to gallery view. And we should be okay. Let us know in chat if we're not, and we'll assume we probably can't do anything about it. But there you go. All right, it's time to put that poll up. I learned a lot. And I hope you did too. All right, here we go. Which team entertained you more? So the voting is coming in fast and furious now. This is one of the quickest sets of fans we've had in front of us in quite a while. Cool. So Marianne, what else do we need to announce and talk about?
Hey, Patrick, did you know Comedy Sports can do stuff for your business or organization?
Oh, can you tell us?
I can tell you that you can find out more at portlandcomedy.com/business, or just click on the link in chat. We do private shows, we do team building, we do great stuff, and we can do it over Zoom for you, and it's fantastic.
Ooh, that is awesome to know. Also, those are things that are helping us stay in business, by the way. Thank you, Intel. All right. Cool. We're going to share the results here. This voting was so close, as you can see. And I'm going to go, it's so close, I'm just going to go 5 points blue team, 4 points red team, but I am going to give the blue team an extra bonus point for having actually won. So it's actually 6-4 because I had to do that in a strange way. Jamie, what's that make our score?
Well, I would also like to mention that we've also done shows for a wedding for people in Nigeria. It was fantastic.
I mean,
So,
seriously.
yes.
So if you have anybody being married on another continent, we can do content for them. And it was all about our friends Damilola and Tosin, and they were even on screen and helping us ref the show by the end of it. It was pretty awesome.
We can also do weddings for people in Ottawa and Maui.
Yes.
Sure. And Vancouver.
Yes. Well,
All right,
the
cool.
score is 16-13 red, and we all have 0. All Pat and Marianne.
All right, awesome. As long as I'm staying even, I'm good. All right, cool. So the red team is still ahead, and I'm going to call the red captain on the screen, please. All right, it's Captain Nate, still playing video games.
Still playing video games.
Yep, it's okay. All right, what game do you want to do in the second team choice round, Nate?
For the second team choice, Pat, we'd like to play the game of replay.
Okay, fantastic. For the game of replay, go prepare your team. I'll explain it to the fans. We're going to need 2 levels of suggestions here, fans. The first is that I need something that you plan to do with your family or whoever you call family next summer when things open up a little bit. A thing that you could do. Something I might do would be to cook on my outdoor grill with a lot of people there to eat the results. But you can put those in, and we'll select that as the base scene. And then it's a replay, which means we're going to say the same scene again in different styles. So we need an historical period not connected to a war, historical period not connected to a war, a decade in the 20th century. An example might be the 1910s, so don't suggest that. And lastly, I would like a movie style or genre. An example of that might be horror. Okay? So now I took that away from you because I want you to reach deeper into your brain boxes. All right. So Marianne, what is our base suggestion for our scene, the something about next summer?
Well, Patrick, we had so many fans suggest either going to the beach, a beach day, beach volleyball. So I'm going to go with beach for this one, I think.
Okay. The suggestion is the beach. And Red Team, are you ready for your scene? They are. Take it away.
Yay! We're here! We're finally here! Oh my gosh! I've been waiting all year! So exciting!
Yes, this is like a parent's dream to finally be able to take the kids outside, and you have everything to play and nothing can get ruined here.
You just reminded I forgot the kids. Yeah, sorry. I'll be right
I've
back.
got the kids. I've got the kids. Here, I'm coming. I've got the kids. I've got all the stuff. It would be nice if somebody would help me carry some things or maybe hold a kid's hand or two. Thanks, guys.
Right. We are 3 adults. My role is the planner.
I'm the fun. What do you do?
Okay, and I seem to be the enabler. So let's kind of work together here a little bit. What do you say?
Hey, good idea. Can we... Volleyball, right? We can work together, volleyball. The kids can...
Volleyball's great, but we still got to get to the beach. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a whole itinerary and plans. I have the directions to the beach.
What's this itinerary stuff? There's no fun in itinerary. There's no...
You'll love it. I'll go over it during volleyball. It'll be fine.
I'm gonna go over you for volleyball.
And that is time. Nice job, everybody. Go ahead and turn your cameras off and relax for a moment. Excellent. And we're going to take the first suggestion from Marianne. We're going to go scene by scene, Marianne, so we'll see how we're going. What is your first style suggestion that we are going to replay it in?
Our first style suggestion is 1970s.
That's not the 1910s, so I'm good. Cool. All right, now, fans, you're going to see the same scene replayed as if it were in the 1970s. All right, Red Team, take the field.
Yo, I think we're here. Yeah, finally at the beach. This is so tubular.
Yeah, it's totally far out, man. I'm so glad we're here. The kids can't mess up anything.
Kids at the beach? Ha!
Hey, speaking of kids, guys, like, I have all the children here with me right now. Could somebody please help me?
I'm good.
You know what? This is such a great time in life because the kids can roam free and they don't need supervision and it's still safe.
I know, but, it's like I took them out of those newfangled seatbelts that we have, and it would be nice if somebody could just help me carry some things.
Seatbelts? What are you talking about? What's the seatbelt stuff?
Well, it's that, better off, safe, unsafe at any speed thing,
Duct tape.
Trying to stay up.
Duct tape.
Duct tape. Okay.
You're so new wave, man. Seatbelts are so ahead of the time.
Yeah, seatbelts, vinyl seats, man, it's all there.
Yeah.
Now we can have fun, right?
Yeah, and you know what? I have it all planned out, the fun. I'm going to explain it to you while we figure out how those seatbelts work.
No.
And that is time. And that was the 1970s. Okay, it was probably early in the 70s, I'm going to say, having been alive then. All right, Marianne, I think we'll go for one more. What is our suggestion?
We're going to take action.
Okay, great. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is the same scene as if it were an action movie.
Get off my beach, lady.
Look, we both have to get off the beach. There's a huge sea monster in the ocean.
No match. No problem.
Foxfire,
Okay.
we're coming in. We're going to take out that sea monster right now with one missile. Coming in. I've got the kids in tow, in my back, on my wing.
Detonate it.
Go in already.
Fox 3, let's go.
I have the directions right here on the
Oh, you
count
should-
of 3.
Those would have been helpful a minute ago before I blew everything up.
Right on.
You
We're
didn't
going
follow
in.
the itinerary.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna buzz the tower just in case. Buzzing the tower.
And that is time. And that was our action movie. Awesome job replay with our red team. All right, let's have Blue Captain Holly Jane on the screen.
Hello.
Hey, Holly Jane, that was some entertaining stuff. Utterly violent.
Good job, red team.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So what game are you going to toss up here against
let's see here. We are going to be doing dating game, taking it, speaking of the 70s, all the way back to 1971.
Nice connection. A little game in the dating game. Well, who are you sending out?
We're sending out Mora.
Okay. So
After
Mora,
she
if you
switched
could
teams,
come
yeah.
on screen, please. All right.
Bye-bye.
Okay, and Mora, we are putting you into the limbo room. All right. Mora's been put on hold. She cannot see here. She cannot see anything that happens in chat during this time. So what's going to happen is Mora is going to be the bachelor or bachelorette or whatever you would like going on to the dating game to select the person to date from the 3 contestants. So we have 3 contestants. There'll be contestant number 1, 2, and 3. Go ahead and prepare your team and get those names changed to contestant 1, 2, and 3 to help Mara out when she's back. And so what we need, folks, is we need a historical figure, maybe someone from world history rather than U.S. history. We also need a character from fiction, like from books or a play or from movies, but a fictional character that most people would know. And we also need a cartoon character that is a favorite of yours. So those are the 3 things we're looking for dating material. All right. Hey, Marianne.
Hey, Patrick.
Hey. What do we have for historical figure, someone outside of
Current
US
politics, yes. I'm going to take Caesar for our historical figure.
Okay. I'm just going to fun narrow it down to Julius Caesar.
Julius Caesar, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, thank you. Because there were a lot of those Caesar guys, and I don't want anybody getting confused, including
Fair
me.
enough.
All right. Who is our fictional character, please?
Our fictional character would be Gandalf.
Nice. Thank you. Good job. And finally, the cartoon character.
Our cartoon character is going to be Wiley Coyote.
Wiley Coyote.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Fantastic. Just to be helpful, although in the cartoons Wiley Coyote doesn't necessarily talk, I do want this Wiley Coyote to talk. I'm just being clear about that. Cool. We got some love for Wiley Coyote there in the chat. Thank you, fans. All right. So now it's time to bring Mora back in. Remember, she can't see anything that happened on chat or anything like that. So you all have to remember. Oh, before we do that, let's just, Marianne, if you could tell us what the 3 things were again for those with short memories like me.
Absolutely. Julius Caesar, Gandalf, and Wiley Coyote.
All right, thank you very much. I think, fans, you'll be able to figure out who's who, and if you can't, that's probably the player's problem. All right, here comes Mora, and she's coming in, so let's give her some little reggae music to come into. And we have contestant A showed up briefly. So Mora, welcome to the dating game. How was it, or excuse me, Billy Barb? Billy Barb, how was it out there in Holdland?
It was a bit lonely.
Okay, fair enough. All right, well, you won't be lonely after you go on a date with one of these fabulous people.
Thank you so
let's
much.
bring out our contestants on the dating game. All right, we have contestant A, contestant number 2, and contestant number 3, because we are nothing if not consistent. All right, Billy Barb, it's up to you. You can ask the questions.
Well, I'm just so happy to be here with y'all. Contestant A, I feel a first date is very, very important. Where would you take me on a first date?
Well, I would love to go out and eat some grape leaves and just experience all life has to offer. Life is short.
I don't know. Greek food's a little hard on my stomach. Contestant 2, where would you take me?
Oh, you would enjoy a meal with me of magical potions to go along with our whole chicken and wine.
A whole chicken and wine? Magical potions? That sounds wonderful. Contestant 3, where would you take me?
Oh, I'm sorry. We have a muting. That's a technical foul. Once again, technical foul. One more point away from blue.
That
Please continue. Please continue.
Straight off a cliff, perhaps for a rabbit dinner.
Straight off a cliff? Well, I guess I'll take the upset stomach with the Greek food.
Don't worry, I can stop us both in the air for at least 1 second. It'll be okay.
Oh, well, now that sounds a little different. That sounds really quite intriguing. Well, okay. Well, I'm lucky enough to have my dream job. I'm a Shakespearean actress. Now, contestant A, what is your dream job?
Oh, well, I do like a good conquest if I win.
Oh, well.
Did you have another question?
No, I want to know where, what contestant 2's dream job is.
Oh, if you came along with me, I would show you the very best of saving the world from evil with my powers from deep within the earth and sky. We'll fight evil together.
Wow. Well, hard to argue with fighting evil. Contestant 3, what is your dream job?
How do I put this? All my meals are business meals because my business is not starving. So I guess my dream job would be some form of rabbit chef? Or perhaps roadrunner.
A rabbit chef or a road runner? Well,
a roadrunner chef. I would like to cook the roadrunner.
Oh, you would like to cook the roadrunner? Well, again, I don't know. I think I'll take the upset stomach with the Greek food. Now, contestant A, you keep talking about conquering and such things. Who exactly are you conquering?
Well, when in Rome, you might conquer someone like Gallus. There's one date that I wouldn't want to talk about, and that is March 15th.
Why? I have to ask why. You've piqued my curiosity.
It just seems like an unlucky day.
Okay, well, we won't make our first date March 15th if I choose you. Now, contestant 2, you're talking a lot about magic and spells and things like that. Now, what kind of a spell would you want to put on me?
Oh, I think that I could put a spell on you that would make you happy to fly with me.
Oh, I hope so. Now, contestant 3, I think we should go back to jumping off a cliff. Why would you want to take a date to jump off a cliff with you? I don't quite understand.
Well, my dear, I catch most of the things I desire by either throwing them off a cliff or painting a tunnel on a wall for them to run into. It's just how I get the things I want, and I really try to get the things I want.
And that is time. All right. So Billy Barb, you have to identify who you're going to go on a date with and who you're not. Let's start with who you're not and tell us who they are for potential bonus points.
Well, I have always had a crush on contestant number 3 ever since I was a child, so I'm going to choose him for my date, Mr. Wiley Coyote.
Oh, very nice. And who are you turning down for the dates?
Well, now, I don't want to date Napoleon. No, thank you.
Okay, fair enough, but Napoleon's not here.
Oh.
It's actually Julius Caesar. But
Oh, well, if I'd known that, I don't know.
Yeah.
And, my magical man, Gandalf. It was a close second.
All right, very nice. That is 2 correct guesses. And 2 bonus points, -1 muting foul for the technical foul.
Well, -1 had already been taken, so we're at just +2 right now.
Okay, fantastic. And Jamie, what's that make our score?
That makes the score 16-14 red.
Okay, so it's 16-14, but friends, you get to vote on the entertainment value of that dating game versus the replay. And that poll is up now. So there you have it. Great stuff happening. Once again, reminding you, our pro team plays in a special head-to-head match to help out the playwrights at Northwest Theater Workshop, Friday at 7:30. Saturday at 7, it's our Pro-Am. Our minor leaguers play with the pros. Fantastic. And then later in the month, we are playing Dallas, we are playing Austin, and we're playing Houston as we sweep through Texas with home-and-home matches. It's super fun with the intercity match action. All right, Jamie, get ready because I'm ending the poll, sharing the results, and here we are. And again, a pretty close vote, but I'm going to go 6 points for the blue team, 4 points for the red team. What's that make our score?
That makes the score 20-20. It's tied.
Ooh,
At 20.
20-20. Okay. Not a number I want to see again, but
That's
okay because we're going to play another game to get rid of it. But before we do, a couple people we'd like to thank. First of all, Jamie Montgomery helping us out on announcing and scoring, and way more than that, Jamie co-taught the 301 class. Applause to him. So if you were entertained by these folks tonight, Jamie had something to do with it. I'm just saying. Also helping us out is our chat goddess, Marianne Rambo. Thank you and your tremendous radio voice for helping us out here on the interwebs.
Well, you're very welcome.
And I'd like to thank me. I also helped teach the 301 class, and I did a really fine job reffing tonight, although I'm not done. And fans, we're going to play one more game. We're going to find out the final score, and then we're going to bring our players back, and we're going to have a question and answer session, a little Q&A, so you can ask them about their experience or anything else you want to ask. You can ask them non sequiturs too, but Marianne might not take those. It's always a lot of fun to do the Q&A, and I invite Jamie to come back out with me and the teams as well. Cool.
Pat,
I'm sorry?
Pat, also, we're doing Match Prov and Grown-Ups the 19th.
In 2 weeks. Yeah, Jamie produces a couple shows, including Match Prov. If you love the 70s replay, you could, and dating game here, we do a loving recreation of the match game from the 70s, hosted by Alan McNeely from North Carolina. We can do that on the interwebs as well. Jamie produces this show, and it's where we get contestants to match the CSZ stars.
It is so very 70s.
It is really something other than else. It's fantastic. Also, following our regular show on the 20th, we'll be doing Grown Ups, another Jamie-produced show in which Ford people trade puns for about 20 minutes, trying not to crack up at what the other team did. It's really stupid fun. It is something. It is something. All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your patience. I know you want to get to puns tonight, and that's why I'm calling the players on the field for the game of Back in My Day. On the game of Back in My Day, we're going to get suggestions from you in chat, so please put those in. We need animals, we need occupations, we need objects, and also, I also think we need some things that have been invented recently or in the last 100 years. But we're going to be a little broader than that. But we'll probably start with the inventions, Marianne, just letting you know what we talked about in class. And then we'll broaden it out. So thank you for all those suggestions. I can see the chat moving along faster than I can read it. And we have, friends, are a bunch of senior citizens here to tell you how it was back in their day, walking to school uphill both ways in the snow, like I did. All right. An example of this game might be, if you suggest cows, it might be, back in my day, we didn't have cows. We had to get our milk from an udder animal. Udder animal, get it? All right. If I hear a great pun like that, and that was just, I will ring the bell, and 1 point will be scored by the team, and scored by our scoring people. If I hear jokes that are kind of, they might get the old Oregon Duck call, too. I'll try not to do that too many times because this is a class, but I'm still probably going to do it at least once. All right. So let's kick it off because this is going to win tonight's match for one team or the other. Marianne, what is our first thing, our first suggestion?
We're going to take microwave.
Microwave and begin.
Back in my day, we didn't have microwaves. We called macrowaves, and they were just cooking stuff on the fire, the open fire.
Back in my day, we didn't have microwaves. When you want to say hi to a friend, you wave big like this from across the street.
Back in my day, we didn't have microwaves. We had microscopes. Scientists had them, but no microwaves.
Back in my day, we didn't have microwaves. And we also didn't use 8 bowls a day reheating our top ramen.
Back in my day, if we wanted something to explode in the kitchen, we didn't have a microwave. We just blew it up.
Back in my day, we didn't have microwaves. We just drank our coffee fast while it was still hot.
Back in my day, we didn't have microwaves, and Faraday was the kid that we took our lunch money from.
Oh, that one's subtle. That one is subtle. All right. Great job, y'all. Good first round. Marianne, what's our next suggestion?
Our next suggestion is cell phone.
Cell phones. Cell phones.
Back in my day, can you hear me now? Can you?
Back in my day, if we wanted to piss people off, we would just stand in the middle of the road and look at the sky.
Back in my day, the only place where you got a phone call on a cell phone was in prison.
Back in my day, we didn't have cell phones. If you wanted to talk to your neighbor, you had to wait till the bears and the tigers were away. You had to sneak out of your cave. You had to walk all the way to the other cave and then go find your neighbors.
Okay, we got it. Keep it going.
Back in my day, we didn't have cell phones. We sold phone numbers. No.
Back in my day, if you wanted to hide in the bathroom for a long time, you didn't use a cell phone. You looked up the Ovaltine code.
All right. That one was pretty subtle, too. All right. Marianne, what's our next suggestion?
Well, this is going to get a little meta, but I'm going to take Zoom.
Oh, no. I've got to get out of the way of this one. Zoom.
Back in my day, we didn't have Zoom. We just moved around using our feet and we walked.
Back in my day, we didn't have Zoom. You stayed in the bathroom all day.
Back in my day, we didn't have...
Back in my day, we didn't have Zoom. And you put on real pants and you went to work.
Back in my day, if you wanted to ignore your teacher, you didn't turn off Zoom. You just put your hat down like this.
Back in my day...
Go ahead.
Back in my day, we didn't have Zoom, and you had to wear pants to do improv.
Ooh. All right, great. Marianne, what's our next suggestion?
That was like meta inside meta. I love it.
Yeah.
Let's go with podcasts.
Podcasts. I'm going to learn something.
Back in my day, we didn't have podcasts. To catch fish, you just cast fish tail bait.
Back in my day, we didn't have podcasts. We listened to the radio after we twisted the little dial.
Back in my day, we didn't call it podcasts. We called it eavesdropping.
Back in my day, if I wanted to spout my opinion somewhere, I just stood on the corner and talked for 20 minutes.
Back in my day, we didn't have podcasts. We got our peas in normal pods from the garden.
And that is time. Awesome job. Applaud for our teams. They did a wonderful job. And that last round was more subtle than I even expected. All right, we're playing some tense music while Jamie adds up the final score. And once again, thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Marianne. Thank you, players. Great job tonight. Throw some love into chat right now for them. If you can't type whole words, just numbers would be good. That's awesome. All right.
My favorite is 7.
7. Excellent. Great. And there you go. You have a 7 from Ernie. All right.
Thank you, Ernie.
Fantastic. Remember, folks, if you can help us out, the Venmo, PayPal, Marianne will put that in during the Q&A as well. And everybody at home, do a little drum roll. Players, do a little drum roll. And let's get that final score.
All right. That last round was pretty close. The points were flying around by the score of 34-33. The winners are the red team.
Oh!
Red pulls it out.
Comedy Sports Rec League was brought to you by Marnie A. Music. Carrie Miss Jackson.
Woo!
Sola to Soul. Mara, my funny Valentino. Heather Shenanigans Flanagan. The captain of the losing team, Holly Jane Insane in the Brain Koji OG. And the captain of the winning team, Nate Pastry Scheffler. I'm Jamie Montgomery, Patrick Short, and Comedy Sports. Thank you for attending the 301 Showcase. I believe Pat has an announcement.
Yep, we're going to do a little question and answer. So thank you so much, Jamie Montgomery. Players, if you come back out onto the screen, great job. More applause. Throw some love into chat. That's awesome. And we're going to do a little Q&A. So any question that you want to ask about these folks, what's going on, about our classes, I'll answer some things if I need to. Marianne might answer some things, and that'll be cool. So while people are getting their questions in, let's just, hey, I think it's kind of interesting to find out where the people on the screen are dialing in from today. So, Carrie, Miss Jackson, where are you from right today?
Oregon City.
Oregon City. Nice. Nate.
Beaverton.
Beaverton. Sola.
San Diego.
San Diego. See what I'm saying? Marnie.
Milwaukee, Oregon.
You're breaking up, but she said Milwaukee, Oregon, but she's in Maui right now.
It's on Maui.
Okay.
On Maui.
On Maui. Yep.
You're in Maui County. You're on Maui.
There you go. Maura.
Ellensburg, Washington.
That's nice. Holly Jane.
The bowels of Yamhill County.
It sounds serious. And Heather.
Bellingham, Washington.
Cool. So as you can see, you don't need to be local to take these classes on Zoom, and that's pretty awesome. Our current 201 class, which is following in these folks' footsteps, we have somebody from Michigan and 3 people from Anchorage, Alaska, which is pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. Awesome. So, do we have any questions?
We do. Nicole says, I've heard improv classes are better than therapy. True story?
I'm first disclosure. It's not therapy. It does not take the place of therapy if you need it. However, raise your hand if you have an answer. Improv, better than therapy. Holly Jane.
Do both. They've both helped a lot. But improv definitely did help with a lot of things. So
cool. Anybody else have an answer or want to go further on that? Heather?
Well, I think improv classes really helped me stay positive and connected through the pandemic thing you might have heard of on the news.
Yeah, that thing.
Agreed. And I think too, things that we talked about, about establishing relationships and status and things like that, just kind of mind blowing. Be like, oh, so that's how it's supposed to work in real life.
Yeah, does many of the things apply to real life. I was just talking to a teacher today who's basically going to start offering a class on improv and relationships. And I can't wait. It's awesome. Cool. Marianne, what do you got?
Chris wants to know if you have any pre-show rituals.
Sure.
We've never had a show before, so
it was all
This is our
new
first
tonight.
show.
Yeah. But we gathered an hour ahead of time tonight, and maybe that would be useful to tell people what we did. So just throw out some examples. Holly Jane.
I mean, we started the pre-show at like 6:30, and so we got like the order of people all set up, and all that kind of going, and we also kind of figured out who was playing what and when. It was really cool.
Cool. Sola, you had something?
Yeah, I was gonna say, so just like Holly Jane was saying, we, kind of went through the rundown, but also too, improv brings such like an awesome group of people to it, and so there was a lot of, like, you're amazing and you're awesome and encouragement, and who doesn't like to have that in their day?
That's awesome. Cool.
Yeah, we did encourage each other a lot. I think I was more nervous than I thought, even though it's improv. And that's what's really fun about improv, is that you're in it to kind of make the mistakes and have fun, but there's still a little bit of preparation. And yeah.
Cool. And good night from Ottawa, where it is
Good night.
getting on almost midnight.
Sleep well.
Say hi to my nephew and his family. Cool. Another question, Marianne.
Yes, Ernie wants to know, what were your expectations coming into improv class, and did they meet them?
Mm-hmm.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Okay.
I kind of was expecting to meet some cool people, and was expecting to kind of get some, what's the word? Skills. And I definitely picked up a lot more from it than I was expecting, which is really cool.
Cool. Awesome. I'll get to you in just a second, Carrie. There's some questions about how do we sign up. And if you go to portlandcomedy.com, our temporary, it was supposed to be up for like a month or 6 weeks, pandemic page at the front end, lists shows and current classes, and the registration link is on there. But you can also go to portlandcomedy.com/register directly to see where the classes are. And then if you look at the top menu under education, there's piles of classes to look at. So what you want, if you haven't done it before, is the Adult 101, or if you're looking for somebody 11 through 17, our U18 class, which is starting again in March. Cool. Carrie.
I was expecting to have a lot of fun and to be in a place where I'm encouraged, like we said, and to be myself and have things go never wrong, because we never mess up. There's no messing up. There's no right or wrong, and just to be free and encouraged to just have fun.
Cool. Yeah. I mean, seriously, it's like the worst thing that can happen is you were on mute when you weren't supposed to be. And how bad is that? It's not that bad. Right? It's not. We recover. We take points away because that's amusing to us, but it's not a big deal. We just say, hey, you're on mute. And everybody goes, oh. And then we're past it. And what if in the world we could get by every mistake with that level of, oh, I did that. Okay, I'm going to fix it. Let's go. Right? Isn't that awesome? So what else?
We have a question from William. He said, and I know that this is the first time doing shows for all of you, but he says, I think that Zoom classes would make it harder to do physical comedy. What do you think are the upsides?
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'd love for people to hear. Maura.
Well, kind of the games I played didn't encourage this too much tonight, but you can actually use the screen to do different things, like come in from the side or come in from the top, or, do push-ups or pull-ups, and, just come into the screen a little bit, or swim on screen. But yes, I think most of us miss doing it in person, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I would say just offhand, this is way better than nothing. But it's not quite the same. But I also think, and Jamie, you can comment too on this, I think it's going to make our game, when we go live again, it's going to make our game stronger.
I definitely think so. We slow down and we listen to each other, and we don't talk over each other as much. And one huge advantage is Sola's in San Diego.
Yeah.
And
right.
And we're everywhere. We can actually we can have a sweep of Texas this month and play. That's so fun. Oh, I reffed a show in Manchester, UK, in February last month. That was fun.
Yep.
That
One of the
should-
cool things that happened there is at the end of the show they were challenged by the audience to have all the Brits do Jamie's accent.
Yes.
It's pretty great.
It was so fun. I loved it. Loved
Yeah,
it.
just started with Dalu, and then they made the rest of them do it after Dalu did a pretty good job. So, yeah. That's awesome. Any other comments from y'all? Raise your hand if you have only done this on Zoom and haven't done it live with us before. Yeah. So that's kind of cool, isn't it? Right? There are people currently in our minor league at our like 500 level of classes. There's a couple people in that class I've never met in person. That's crazy to think about, but yeah, it's kind of the way it is.
I would say for shy people, which I am, believe it or not, I mean, usually, kind of, it's a really safe place to sort of start out. I mean, I don't know how to do physical comedy. I'm looking forward to live in-person classes too, but to be able to meet people from the comfort of your own home, you know, and have the safe place and incredible coaches and just, yeah.
Cool.
Laugh
Awesome.
Laugh every week. Awesome.
Yeah, it's awesomely fun. You laugh all through class. But it also helps in regular life. I had a meeting with my supervisor the other day, and she mentioned this thing. I had no idea, never heard of it. She didn't know.
Okay. Yep. That's awesome. Also, I would like to introduce in Heather's screen Sparkle, the kitty.
Oh, nope. This one's Juno. I mean,
Oh, I haven't.
yes, and this is Juno.
Oh,
Sparkle.
fine.
Sparkle.
I haven't seen Juno before.
No,
Yep.
he's more shy. Yeah,
Okay.
he looks like Sparkle, especially when the edge cuts off.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
Okay, well, my mistake. Sorry, Juno.
-1 point for Patrick for getting the cat wrong.
minus 1 point. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I end the night in last place, and that's probably important.
No, never mind.
No,
All right,
now I feel bad.
We're going to call an end to it, folks. So, fans, thank you for like 3/4 of you stuck with the Q&A, which we really appreciate. Check us out at portlandcomedy.com. See other shows. Support us if you can. Venmo and PayPal. Every little bit does help. We are kind of unique in Portland Improv that our pro players get paid for doing shows, and teachers obviously get paid as well. And then there's that rent that we have to do. But we appreciate it. And so players, you can turn your cameras off. We'll do our final song. Marianne will put up a slide. Thank you so much. And we will see you around.